I know you love me. I wanna word you up into my life. Let's roll up to be a single star in the sky. I hear you calling me. I wanna word you up into my life. Let's love up to make a single star in the sky. To you. I'm so in love with you. I wanna word you up into my life. Let's roll up to be a single star in the sky. I need you to feel me. I wanna word you up into my life. Let's love up to make a single star in the sky. To you.
All right. Hey everybody, my name is JP Firepledge, and this is my stream. This is part 5 of Spyro we're going to be starting off today. I'm starting the stream a little bit early from what I said I would, just because I really want to go ahead and get this part out to y'all. I've been rescheduling this. I think, let's check for... This was supposed to happen on the 12th, and it's now the Saturday in the next following week. So we've been waiting a while for this wrap up of this game. I've been hit with a lot of work obviously, and I've been thinking about some of the content I wanted to make for you guys, and I'm just a little bit at an impasse, and I wanted to go ahead and knock out Spyro, because I think what we are going to do in the next couple of weeks is maybe do and go back to some Pokemon content. So I know a lot of people have been requesting that, commenting. I've seen your comments. I do in fact read every comment that I get as long as it comes through my feed. And it's one of those things that I think I'm okay to go back to Pokemon for a little bit. I think I was in a weird place with Pokemon for a little while. I just wasn't really having a lot of fun with it. Let me go ahead and swap over to Spyro so we can go ahead and do that. I was in a kind of a weird place with Pokemon for a little bit there, that's all. And I just kind of wanted to branch out, play some other games. So to get back to Spyro though, we are going to try and wrap this game up in this stream, just to show you guys where we're at. Summer Forest, 100%. Autumn Plains, 100%. Winter Tundra, we've gone into Ripto's Arena by accident, but we didn't do anything in there. Canyon Speedway, 100%. Winter Tundra, 100%. Skill points, Land on the Idle, perfect on crushes, Scorch all the trees and Scorch, and then Fracture Hills, 3-lap Supercharge, and then Ripto's Arena and Gulp's Overlook, perfect. And we don't have any of the art galleries yet because we haven't done one of the full pages. So what we're going to do today is start knocking out some of these worlds. We already did Canyon Speedway down there, so there's no reason to go down there. Now, I'm going to do these in the order in which you would get them, like I said in the final stream. So that would be, you would get this in, you go Mystic Marsh, then you go to Robotica Farms, and then you would go to Cloud Temples over here. And finally, in this little area is Metropolis. That's the final world. So Mystic Marsh is first. I'm really excited to be playing this game for y'all. We will still be doing the achievements video, but if I do some Pokemon stuff, that's probably going to take a bit of priority. I know a lot more of you guys have been asking for Pokemon than Spyro, so try to listen to the feedback. I'm going to try and do a playthrough of Pokemon while I'm playing it. Maybe do that on Twitch. Maybe not. We'll see how it works out. But yeah. All right, talk to this guy.
Things just aren't the same since our magic fountain shut off. It sure would help if you could find out what evil force is behind this disaster.
All right, so he says some evil force, and you know, normally in these worlds, it's not really an evil force. It's just some guy. Now there is an achievement if you go through this world, and all those monkeys, you saw the ones just tossing down whatever that they were tossing down at me. If you're able to charge all of them, you'll get an achievement. That really, no ifs, ands, or buts. It's a pretty straightforward one. The elephants, you can do whatever. Really, they can't be beaten anywhere other than flaming, so it's not like you'd be able to do anything to them. It's a pretty straightforward achievement, I would say. It just requires that you be pretty diligent as you go through the level. I mean, 20 souls. Over here, like Elden Ring, 20 souls, or I guess it's runes now, technically, in Elden Ring, to actually get the spring power-up working. And we're just going to keep an eye out for those monkeys. I think there's one up in this tree. There's a fair few. They're kind of hard to hit at times when their arms aren't swinging down, as you can see. Sometimes the collision doesn't like to pick it up, and they just love to pelt you with those things. You got to get a really high jump and then try and smack them. Yeah, like I was saying in the previous intro sort of thing, is like I'm really excited to be playing some more Spyro today. I am, yeah, for real. I think I will be doing a quick video for you guys. Just kind of we hit a milestone recently. If you guys really, for me at least, we hit a milestone. A lot of YouTubers, they probably be like, "Oh, cool," but like we hit our first 100 subs on our first 100 subscribers on YouTube today, and that, or not today, but a couple days ago. And that's really cool. And I just wanted to say to any of you guys who've been watching the Spyro playthrough recently, I know this might not be like, oh wow, I wonder if that counts towards the achievement. that elephant literally just plowed through that monkey and killed him. But no, I'm just being real for a minute. Just I appreciate you guys following the channel. I appreciate you guys following the content that I've been working on. You know, outside of some of these Let's Play type things where I'm trying to do a lot of spoken commentary, a lot of my commentary is off the top. I script a lot. I don't script a lot of my stuff out, I'll say, like when it's these sorts of things. But with the written videos and the tutorials, I definitely do all the scripting, I do the editing. So seeing you guys throw love at that, so in such large quantities, like I've seen thousands of people have been looking at some of these videos I made, and that's really been pushing me to want to make more of them, so I appreciate that. So let's talk to the professor, because he's got a long-term orb for us.
Spyro, so glad you're here. I'm perfectly useless without my trusty pencil, and I seem to have lost it. I do have this extra egg. Perhaps you can trade it for my pencil.
Okay, so this isn't a difficult puzzle by any means. What the professor is going to ask us to do is basically go around the world and trade for him. So what that means is there's not like NPCs walking around here or anything like that. There's not people that they're gonna be like, oh, hey, I really love an egg, man. That'd be amazing. No, it's kind of a bit of a hit or miss thing. So there's no people who are gonna come around and be like, hey, man, yeah, like I said, no people's gonna say, hey, give me an egg. No people are gonna say, hey, give me this. Really, you gotta kind of use your intuition on this one. So like, if you had an egg, where would you probably put it? You probably put it in like a bird's nest or something like that. So, okay, put it in the bird's nest, and then what's going to happen afterwards? Okay, bird's going to drop out another thing for us to trade. This is a long form, essentially a scavenger hunt of sorts. And we just got 20, so the bounce pad just opened up as well. Nice little thing for us. So, yeah, that's essentially what we're doing here. This all culminates with a long, basically, yeah, like a scavenger hunt to try and get the professor's pencil back. You know, quite a journey we're on. Spyro's over here trying to stop Ripto and all that. You know, some strange little things around the environment might be worth something in the later half of our scavenger hunt. This is one of the levels that's kind of cool, is that it has a lot going on. It's a very big world, for one. And also it just has this scavenger hunt mechanic in it that's really not used in a lot of other Spyro content in general. The idea that basically Spyro is like going around the world kind of looking for these strange hint type things, I'd say is something, yeah, we really don't see that very often. Some more of these platypuses, or this is the first time you guys are seeing the platypuses actually. They're basically just, they puff up. They're like puffer platypuses, I'd call them almost. Strange creature, but you know, it's a Spyro game, what are you gonna do? I will actually take them out because I think we do have to come back here in a little bit. And they are a bit annoying to have to deal with because they'll just puff up randomly when you're trying to kill them, like that. Oh, interesting that they don't actually hurt you. Oh, it does. I was just lucky the first time. It gave me an out. It said, "All right, it's the first time you've seen this guy. We won't hit you that hard first." And you know, I still got that egg, so I am looking for somewhere to put that thing. If you guys see something, let me know. More of these dudes in the tunnel. We will want to go ahead and knock these guys out of the tunnel. The reason I knocked so many of them out wasn't because I needed the souls, but really there's an orb coming up here that really benefits you to have the enemies cleared out of the entire area first. They just like to impede your progress. So oh, okay, so the ape over there killing the dude didn't, or I'm sorry, the elephant killing the monkey didn't actually hurt our chances. We still got the achievement. You learn something new every day when you play some of these games. That they really don't, they don't try and mess you up too bad. Alright, we do see a nest back there. I'm gonna try and get the rest of these here gems though. You can see that there is a couple of fun little collectibles back here. Get ourselves a nice one up. This looks like something we are gonna have to get to in a minute. Probably need like a spit power or something like that. Here's another tunnel, underwater tunnel. Let's see what's under here. Probably some gems and such. I always find it most difficult to get the underwater gems in this section whenever you miss them because they always seem to be one that you really just like walked right past. So I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh, missed. Where's the egg? Sometimes you need like 1 or 2 tries to get this up here. There you go. So this guy's going to spit out a seed for us. Alright. So we saw a planter as we were walking around. Let's try and do it, put this here. Put that there. There's a pot, or a cauldron or something like that as well. Now I don't 100% remember the order you need to do these in. I know that there is a order. You can't exactly, you can't cheat it. So this makes a piranha plant. You're going to spit out a rubber ducky. Rubber ducky is going to be a little bit farther down the path, so we will take the water route here and collect any gems that might be sitting underwater for us. You see a couple right here. There's going to be a couple of those platypus looking things as well. Horrifying, man. Just terrifying. Nature made a mistake. So I did want to clarify because I just thought about this. It probably sounds like we're bouncing projects again, but we will continue the Spyro stuff and we will finish it. Go ahead and give this duck another duckling. And he gave us a radish, it looks like. I know it sounds like we're jumping projects again. That's kind of where we went wrong the first time, but honestly, I think of it more as like this is really listening to you guys' feedback. I've seen so many more people have wanted Pokemon over Spyro, and I'm really liking Spyro, but if you guys want tutorials and that sort of stuff like that, I am totally okay to do that. That's kind of why I started this YouTube channel, was for tutorials and things, and a lot of times I just wanted to do something on the side. Gives me some time to think up new ideas. Oh, we got a coin. The only place the coin is a weird one. I'll go ahead and explain this one to you guys. The coin is a weird one. There really isn't a lot of understanding of where you're supposed to put it. It's here. So the coins are under the lip here. Put the coin in the fountain, make it. And then out the top comes pencil. And we'll go ahead and give that back to the professor. So not too hard of a scavenger hunt really, but if you don't really know that last part with the coin, you could be wondering for a while. You spit it at him.
My pencil! Now I can begin calculating the age of the universe again. Here, take this orb for safekeeping. Allura thinks I'm going to lose it.
Ta-da! Orb time. All right, and like I said, we don't really have any more powers or anything like that, so we are dissecting these levels. We are going through and we are getting 100% of them, so definitely not anything to worry about there. I think we can go ahead and get this thing just from flying. I think this should be our last one. Yes, there we go. So this will be our second to last orb.
I must have dozed off there. Golly, looks like I let the fountain switch off. Here, take this orb and, don't mention my little nap to Hydra, okay?
You see, that's their fault putting someone named Snoozle in charge of something so important. Alright, so this is one of the new things that's going to happen in Winter Tundra. For some reason, there is no more talismans. I'm not really sure why, but I really couldn't explain it to you. But there is no more talismans in Winter Tundra. You have to go, you don't have to have any. You can go right to Ripto if you have enough orbs. So you can completely skip Winter Tundra as long as you get Head Bash. It's such a weird thing. Many Spyro levels have this. Games have this. JQ's World, Magic Crafters with Spyro 1. You can completely skip that level if you'd like. If you've gotten 100% on a lot of levels. I'm gonna go ahead and start this one up.
Spyro, a friendly face. A bunch of rotten thieves have stolen my spark plugs and I'm stuck here. Please get the 4 plugs back.
Alright, so this guy is going to ask us to retrieve some spark plugs. And now around the world have populated thieves. So these are just scurrying kangaroos that we're going to have to like take out. As soon as you knock one out and get the spark plug back, you got to go around the world and find out where they're hiding. So a couple of them, you can look around, kind of monitor the area. There's one down there. I know there's one up there. And then there's another one that we'll find as we run around, I'm sure. Underneath the exit portal, you also saw that there was a couple of... Oh, they're flying squirrels. That's correct. I was like, I thought they were kangaroos, but they're flying squirrels. That makes more sense. And as much sense as a Spyro game can make, I suppose. Where'd he go? Oh. They're crafty little dudes. I'm gonna give it to you for free. I think these are the ones you can spend the most time with in this game, where they literally just, you have to chase down some dude. And then you can fall in the water. It's like the whole thing. This is where it gets bad because they get in backwards order. Ones like this isn't too bad. It's like harkening back to the Spyro 1 when you go around and kill the egg thieves. Because yeah, sometimes these dudes can go in backwards order when you start chasing them kind of in the wrong orientation or the wrong direction. As you can see, this one now, he's not up here because he went backwards the level. All kinds of fun. Gotta love it. Now I believe there is one... We beat the one in that little crevicey area. I think that there is one in here that you can chase as well. Yep, there he is. That one was super easy. I don't even know. He didn't even start running. Works for me, man. Works for me. I remember in the original Spyro, my playthrough, very first time I played through this game, this, man, took me a long time. So he'll go back on the regular track now that I've like looped him. Maybe we can catch him here. This one's the one that always gives me the hardest time. Requires a nice amount of timing to make sure you catch up to him. You gotta cut some corners too. I think I'm gonna get him now. Almost. It's tense. Alright, come on. Always like a little bit off. Like I know I need to be a certain distance from him to flame him. Got him. You gotta catch him on a corner. It's such a weird little spot.
Woohoo! I'm
right,
back
Basil.
in business. Here, young dragon friend, take this. It's museum quality, but you deserve it.
Nigel Thornberry over here. What do you gotta say? He just zoomed right back in. He's like, should I take the dragon with me? Alright, down here. Nothing really. Just kind of a cool little spot. I don't remember. I always remember there being something down here, but there never is. Alright, out of here. Next is Robotica Farms. They still keep the little outros though. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why they wouldn't do talismans. I mean, I know in most of the Spyro games, now that I'm thinking about it, you could actually, you really are given a lot of leeway with your ability to skip entire worlds. Just thinking through it now, and it's like that really is a pretty normalized part of Spyro. That first one, you can completely skip magic crafters and many parts of, what was the one before that? Many parts of magic crafters and the level before that. And then to get to Nasty's area pretty quickly. This one you can completely skip Winter Tundra. And the third one, really, if you're going through a lot of the levels. Well, no, you actually do need to finish all the levels because you need the minions, little dudes. Alright, talk to the homie.
Howdy, Spyro. These here pests have infested our farm. Could you find the time to help us get rid of them? Find your way over to the giant bug lamp, turn it on so we can zap any more invading pests.
Okay, this is Robotica Farms. Little robots here are doing whatever, growing something. Got some honeycombs here. There is an achievement for spitting and beating all of these enemies. So if you did want to do that achievement, you're going to want to run through the level with one of these little honeycombs in your mouth the whole time, just to make sure you don't have to do double backing or anything like that. Here we got this guy. I'm going to try and hit him long range snipe. Got him. And once you actually defeat one enemy, oh, these guys are head bashes. First head bash enemy you run into, potentially. If you want to do that achievement, it's not too difficult, but it does take a little bit of time because you have to keep doubling back. So there's like 2 of those guys right here. We'll go through and try and get the achievement, but yeah, like I said, any of the achievements you want to see, they're going to be on the actual achievement video. So no worries if I miss one or you guys maybe miss one, there will be like a full itemized thing. But I would like to go ahead and knock this one out just in case. Nope, I missed. So there's little dispensaries all over the place. You can see this one. But these guys will fight back if you're a little closer. That's why I'm staying a good clip away. Got that one. And they're no joke. They actually will fight back. Alright, this cool little You can hit these guys like the old nasty minions. Another one just like came out of nowhere. Knock him out. There is a orb right here. We will come back for it. You see, I'm doing the pretty cursory go through of this level right now. I'm not doing every single piece because there's a lot of backtracking in this level. So we'll get everything. Give it time. And despite being a big enemy, these guys actually go down without taking any, without needing to be hit by, what do I call it? By flame or anything, because everything here is made of metal because they are robots. Nice little touch that's funny is like none of the enemies can actually be killed by flame, I don't think, in this level because they're made of metal. I may be incorrect about that, but I've never tried to check my sources on this one, so it's always been easier to me to just run through. So you see, this is where the fun starts if you really want to go through and get all of the achievements, is that you really need to keep doubling back and getting these little honeycombs. And if you accidentally spit one out, all the way back. Go a little too far, all the way back. It's like you miss, all the way back. This guy moves, all the way back. It's like it's a pretty vicious cycle for these ones. You can go all the way up here. There's some stuff. We'll rocket. You can flame it. It's gonna break that one way over there. Let you see it blow up. Pop. Is gone. Oh, I'm sorry. There was a dispensary right here. I didn't even notice. How many times have I missed that one over my course of my playing these games? Now that I'm thinking about it, probably a lot. So this one's really not that bad when you get down to it. There might just be one you have to hold on to, and that's all of them. Yep, no, not too bad at all. I was overblowing that for y'all. My apologies. We are going to go ahead and knock out the bug zapper orb, though, because we will be coming and going through this level a little bit more. Gotta time this one just right. Oh, we're so good. Turn the bug zapper on. The reason I don't get all the gems originally is because as you go through the little power up here, you'll end up needing to go back to some of the beginning spots, I believe. So that's why I kind of take it a little easier, a little more lenient. There's a bug zapper.
Way to go, Spyro! Them varmints won't be coming near our crops now. Can I offer you a reward?
Okay. So while we might be tempted to go get all those gems, what I want to do right now is, you see also that's started up there. Little idea as to what might come. And here you go. This is the reason why we didn't do a lot of this stuff. It's the question mark pot. We will have to go back through the level over and over and over again. So really, those question mark pots, not something that stays around super long term in Spyro games, but they're there.
Drive my tractor all around the farm, but some fool robot blocked the path up. Do you think you could clear things up with a bit of supercharge?
Indeed we could. Alright, let's hit that supercharge. And the pumpkins make it a little difficult to see where you're going. Like that, yeah. I always get really disoriented going through with the pumpkins. While we're here, let's go ahead and knock this orb out.
Bugs are making a joke of my expensive robot scarecrows. Can you chase them down and flame them, Spyro?
This one's a pretty tough one. You need to go and flame down the bugs as they jump onto the scarecrows. I don't think these ones repopulate, but they are kind of annoying to grab. There's one more. Alright, got them all.
My fields are safe from those flying vermin, Spyro. Take this doodad I done dug up yesterday.
Now the reason I think it's so, I wouldn't call it bad, but I think it's difficult. And you got some of them came back too. They were over here like, oh, he got his orb, he's not coming back for us again. You'd be surprised, man. You annoy me enough. I need more souls for the soul jar, right? Whatever the whole justification is for Spyro needing to kill people to gain power for the power-up portals. Let's go ahead and collect the stuff from here. On the way back up, we will get the second part of the pot here. Some of these as well. Why not? This level, I have a lot of time backtracking between, because I'll get this thing, and then a lot of times I won't be able to actually see where I'm going when I have the supercharge power up. I feel like when they zoomed in the camera in the new games, it definitely made it more difficult to do things like supercharge, because you kind of rely on that perspective, and when you have something blocking the road, it makes it a lot more difficult. Like even that, like we're gonna not really know where we're going at first. The door is gonna block our view, so if I can't see where I'm going, I don't know that there's a jump there. And we got them all, but you can see it's a little disorienting. A lot of it is just the, and this guy's just saying the normal thing, but this, you can see it's kind of difficult to run through and see all that stuff the first time through if you don't really know exactly where you're going. And then even when you're done with that, you'll see there's a lot of stuff I've missed. Like I said, a lot of it was on purpose, some of it was unintentional maybe. But as you run through, I have to go on that entire tractor run again unless I got every single thing. So I'm just going to completely miss this altogether and do get these. Like I didn't hit these on the way there, so I'm not saying they're bad by any means. I think this is a really cool section to have in the game. But it is like, to me, it's always been very disorienting. I think maybe my eyes just don't adjust quick enough to really see all the things that are going on or something like that. I don't know if y'all have that same problem, but it's like that thing like when you're driving and you have the lights kind of catch you weird, catch the lens of your eye a little weird, and they look like they're going a little too fast or something like that. There's a word for it, but I forget what it is. I didn't actually mean to go down this way, but we'll go ahead and grab some treasure while we're over here. Basically what we're going to do is, let me just go ahead and do it as I intended to do it. We're going to go ahead and, since we've got all this stuff up on the highest point of level, we will make our way over and begin to knock out the question mark pot. I'll do one of these while I'm at it. Oh, that's one up too. We'll get everything along the question mark pot. That's going to take us all the way back to the beginning of the level. And then we'll go through the level and make sure we get all of the gems that we missed along the way. So we missed a lot right here. The last pot is going to be at the very beginning of the level. So you do have to backtrack pretty far in this level. And make sure I don't have to come back down here. I'm going to go ahead and knock out all the ditches along the way, because there's lots of gems in all the ditches. So even if you perfected the level, you have definitely got to go down here. And we've cleared the level out of enemies, so it's really easy to just run through now. We'll make sure all the area down here is good, so we don't have to go over this direction. And really, like I said, this is just cleanup at this point. That pot is the last of the gems. We have both of the orbs. Now we're just getting the last of the gems. And we'll just use Sparks Detector along the way to make sure we get everything. Hop down here again. You can see how it is a bit easier to go back through because there's nothing gonna like knocking you off the pedestal doesn't exactly mean that you're going to not be able to get the gems anymore. Bit of a weird backward way to go through it, but I think it kind of makes sense until you forget where the pot is. I believe it's just right here where the non-moving one is at the beginning of the level. If I can remember where that is. Here it is. That's it. So we can go through and grab any last gems we may be missing. Let's see what we got left. There is 30 gems left. So we'll just let Sparks guide us there. Don't be above using Sparks. It's not cheating. It's built in the game. If you want to be a purist, you're more than welcome to. I don't have a lot of necessity to go through the game not using the tools that were given to me. So I would encourage you guys to do the same. Especially these green ones in the grass. Man, they like to hide these in there. That's it. Alright, we'll head back up there and go through the exit portal so we can get the final cutscene. Make sure we get it. I think that there's a whirlwind No, there's not. Really? Interesting. Well, rather than jumping through all that, we'll just run back to where there is a whirlwind. That'll put us right at the very end of the level. And also kind of helpful when you're done with this area and you can just use the whirlwinds. Just gets you right where you need to be at right away, immediately. Alright. That's Robotica Farms down. Next is going to be Cloud Temples. Sorry. You would think, considering those things are just bugs, that it's almost kind of cruel. Everyone's just denizens of the world, man. To be as hippie as possible about it. Hippy dippy. Alright, moseying on over to Cloud Temples now. This one is going to be a bit of a longer level. It's got one of the longer orbs because you have to follow one of the guys around and it's like a stealth mission. You'll see. It's kind of neat. Alright, now we're going to be helping out the brothers or sisters or whatever you want to call them of the last worlds. Getting their stabs back. I actually forgot to talk to that guy before. I think I can talk to him now and hear what he has to say. He might give me a spiel. No, he doesn't. That's interesting. You only have one chance to talk to that guy. My apologies, didn't realize. Basically, he just says that these dudes have stolen all of their stabs and that I need to, me as Spyro, I am the only one who could potentially ever get it back. Those little dudes will spit fireballs at you, the rams will charge you, and the jackal type cackling dudes are the ones who are holding on to the stabs. This level has multiple floors, so you need to check and make sure every little bit of something that you might want. And these dudes can hide around corners pretty nice, so. Pretty nice, right? So, this is actually one of the levels too that has one of the most unique powers in this game that is only used in this level, funnily enough. So that is going to be Ice Breath. You won't see Ice Breath anywhere else in this game except there. Haha, I gotcha. Kind of crazy considering they didn't literally use Ice Breath anywhere else in the entire game. Just this one world. I always found that very strange. That like they made all this, they put all this effort into coding this game, coding this, making it work. Oh, I meant to tell you, there is an achievement in this world if you don't hurt any of the sheep. So don't hit any sheep along the way. I don't know if it counts towards these sheep or if it means the rams. But the rams are always charging you and you need them, so I don't think that counts necessarily. So you should be alright. Right there, that's the spring power, bounces you up to where you need to go. This guy's gonna open up the door. Over to the far area here where you see that dude with the glowing orb over his head. That is one of our orb holders. One of our secret agent. He's kind of on the same level as Handel and Greta, you know. And in order to get 100% in this world, you obviously need to do all the orbs. But if you wanted to try and say like, oh, I'll just get all the gems or something like that, you need to complete this guy's quest to be able to get into these higher areas. What we're going to do is go ahead and do his section last because his requires the most, I would probably say the most time investment. Just in case you mess up, you get set all the way back to the beginning. There's no checkpoints. It's a whole process. Like, we'll do this guy's as the second to last one, and we should clear out enough enemies to get to the very end here. Right here. This will be the last ones we need. And we have one of these guys. He's the final one. This guy gives you the staff, and he's like, I got my staff back.
Spyro, you have freed our city from the claws of those evil warlocks. Please, take this orb. I foresee that it will help you on your journey.
So my missing that first person actually really undercharacterized this whole level. It's kind of interesting that that's able to happen, but you see sheeples, I didn't kill any of the sheep along the way, basically didn't take any hits either, so I got an achievement. Yay for me. Always cool to get an achievement. We will do... I left the map on, by the way, accidentally. Okay, never mind, it's not spraying this ice. This is the only place that... No,
Our mystical bell towers have been overrun by trolls, and the bells haven't been rung in days. I tried a fire spell on the trolls, but that just made them crazier. This super freeze power-up will chill out the trolls, but we really need the bells to ring. They'll ring if you charge into them.
Okay. Not a very difficult power. Not a very difficult one. See over here, got the trolls. You can freeze them at different heights. It's the same way as Super Flame, where like they really don't use it too much. I'm not Super Flame, Invincibility. They don't really use it all that much. You'd think they would, but they don't. It's kind of funny. This starts off a quest to basically go around the entire upper area here. This just lobs out balls of ice, though. Nothing too crazy. As you walk through the level, and if you ever get somebody stuck like that, you can always just knock them down. It's kind of like Super Flame, where it'll knock down in a certain orientation. You gotta get it just right to where you can hop up there. I'm not getting it just right, as you can tell. That's good. That'll do it.
I suppose you want an orb for doing that. Well, I'm afraid not. There's still one bell left. You can get to it by using the whirlwind behind me.
Okay. And then he just says, alright man, you're not done quite yet. You're not done yet. That ain't gonna do it. Make some steps for us. Freeze this guy and then freeze this guy. That's the big bell.
Thanks, Spyro.
Got him.
I didn't think you could do it. Here, have a souvenir.
Everybody
from the
sleeps on
Cloud
Spyro,
Temple's
man.
gift shop.
They're like, you can't do it, man. You're so tiny, so purple. How can anybody so purple be so good? Oh man, camera just made me almost walk off the edge there. So you come back up here, there is a lot of treasure and also some stuff you're gonna need and you're gonna want. So this guy is gonna help you. You can see he ran past like a ledge you can maybe get onto. He's gonna help you get some treasure here in a second. When he hops up here. Actually, he needs to be a little higher up, I'm realizing. Not quite. Yep, I need him to be a little higher up. But you can kind of see what the idea we're going for is. That he's going to be our platform. We have ice breath, so we can't actually do anything with that. I think that should do it. There we go. We'll just take a hard left, clutter, blow fire on this thing, and ta-da, there you go. Now the last thing we need to do is go through Jack over here. That was a lot of treasure too. You gotta love it.
I'm a secret agent. I'm going to my secret hideout. Only members of my secret club are allowed to go there. I'm not leaving unless you hide behind that tree so you can't see me.
All right, so this guy is not gonna, he's not gonna start walking to his secret lab until we go, and if he sees us, he won't actually keep walking. So we need to stay hidden. He's gonna do his little scuttle. Now you can't just wait for him to go. You have to be very quick because he will haul butt. He makes little noises whenever he's trying to move though. These doors will close, by the way. Stay out of his eye line. Keep moving. Quickly run to a tree. He'll run across and go to the far tree. And he's going to try and run up here. And you got to get in here real quick.
What? You managed to get here without following me? You must be a member of my secret club after all. Here, take this secret decoder. It will allow us to send secret messages.
And I made it look pretty easy. This is one that you get pretty good at pretty quick if you mess it up once or twice in the past or something like that. You got little flowers. But that one can take you a few tries. And actually, after we get all of this, we're nearing the end of our time together, as I can tell. We have this level, and then we have Metropolis, and then that's almost Spyro 100%ed. We're almost done. So what we'll do is we will be done with Spyro pretty soon. So, like I said, I've heard what you guys want to do. You guys want to see Pokemon. So let me know in the comments though of this video, or any of the videos that I've seen in the past, what kind of content you guys are interested in seeing. Do you guys want to see shiny hunting? I've done some of that in the past. Do you guys want to see me do tutorials like I've done in the past? If you guys don't know, I actually used to do a lot of shiny hunting a couple of years back. There was you know what, I'll actually make a separate video for you guys to talk about this one. I won't make y'all comment on excuse me, on a completely unrelated video. Alright, Sparks, where's the last piece of treasure, man? All the way at the beginning? Of course. We would miss something right at the beginning, wouldn't we? When I'm over here saying, look up, we're almost done. There it is. Gimme, gimme. Now, unfortunately, I can't just like run, I just can't level out unless we want to see the exit, so we'll just do a quick run and get over there. I'll try and grab a sheep on the way so we're full health before we get to Metropolis. Metropolis is definitely one of the crazier worlds. It has one of the what would you call it? The super flame, super flame and super fly power-ups. There's very few of those in the whole game. That level has one. This level has ice, really only used in one world. Skelos Badlands has invincibility, really used only a little bit. Love is in the air, I see. But we will be beating Ripto in this video today. We will do, I think we will maybe do a wrap-up stream, but that will be pretty quick, and I probably will do it when I have a minute, because it really shouldn't take that long to actually knock that one out. It really would just take a couple of jumping around the worlds and try a couple times. Really the ones for perfecting the bosses is the ones going to take the most amount of time. Before we go into Metropolis, I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. Just probably less than 2 minutes even, just so I can flip my laundry. So give me 1 second. Alright, so apologies you guys hear a bit of rattling in the background. That's just the laundry machine going, so... Oh, no overlay, apologies. You guys don't want to see the overlay. Alright, last world. Professor unlocked it for us. Let's go in through the back this time, so nobody knows you were there. If you could believe it as well, I think this level actually has 500 gems, giving us a nice, crisp, clean 6,000 gems. You'll see where we start getting them gems in a little while. Alright, we won't make the same mistake. We will talk to this guy. But this level's a little wild.
This insurrection from the farms has got quite out of hand. We need someone to restore order. Find the inventor droid. She's been working on something big.
So again, with the whole up, and if you try to jump out the level, there is force fields all over the place, so no worries, you're not going to jump out the level. This level is another one of those Spyro 2 sort of fun levels where if you go through, you'll see that we have the robots now and they're in the Robotica Farms. So the animals that are from the farms have risen up and are now trying to take over this place.
With all the budget cuts, these elevators need serious work. See, this one here is stuck. I expect it will start working again if you just give it a good whack, though.
And this is your hint to use head bash. Smack it, it starts going. So another little precaution in case you never got head bashed. These pigs will kill themselves. So they are more like a dodge type enemy since you don't gotta collect a gem from them or anything. The cows just spit out a laser beam at you. These guys, let's do a little bit more than that. You gotta wait till their shields drop. You can really just hug their face. These things. It's just so wild. They're just so violent. It's so violent how they die. It's crazy. It's just insanity. You just run in here and just run past all of them. And they just fly off and die. It's like, what the hell? What a crazy enemy type. I don't think any other enemy in the entire game kills itself like that. And then for some reason, random eggs. That's your fodder in this world. I think this, towards the middle end of this game, they started getting a little wild with what they were trying to do. So we can come up here and do an orb, but we need to get something here first. We can do the orb though. We will try and knock it out. Might as well. I will give you guys a hint. There is an achievement if you go through and you beat this enemy without getting hit. I believe if you wait till the very end of the game and get the super special power up, it does make it a little easier, just an FYI.
As you can see, a vicious ox has taken over our armory, and here we thought that freezing the walkway would keep animals out. The ox is very tough. I would advise using the bombs against it, and it will probably take several bombs at that.
Alright, so this one doesn't give you a difficulty marker for some reason, but this dude is going to start chucking bombs at you like crazy. And you can get hurt by the bombs he shoots if they run into you. And your bombs are not 100% on a good path a lot of times, and it's a little difficult with the, as you can see, I even just looked like I hit him there, but it didn't count. There's one, and it takes about 6 bombs. It's actually pretty tough. And they're kind of just wildly going all over the place. Kind of waiting for those ones that go straight forward. Those are the good ones for you. You got to kind of play keep away as well. Get all the bombs that you think. They all kind of eventually navigate towards the middle. So use that as a... Use that as a way to kind of guess where you're gonna go. And I actually got it the first try. Nice.
Excellent work, Dragon. We can now defend our city properly. Take this visually pleasing reward.
The reason we go ahead and do this one is because the other one, those gems in that chest require us to have the superpower that the inventor is going to give us this level world. I actually don't normally get that on my first try. I'm kind of happy about that. I heard giggling like, oh, look at that, actually. Maybe I know what I'm doing today. Maybe I'm not a huge scrub getting ready for Elden Ring. That's what that game is. Kind of something fun I like to do with Head Bash. It hovers you in the air and you can kind of dodge things. I feel like they gave you Head Bash way too late in this game. I really wish you had it earlier to beat enemies and like to do different puzzles and stuff. But I get why they did it. Spyro 3 could happen. That's why they did it. See, ain't nothing happened there. They also make random weird sounds, if you noticed. That's not the sound that they made. The sound that's like a one of the enemies would make in the other levels, just kind of remixed with the glass shattering sound of the vases. Gotta love this game. They just make like random nods to themselves even at times. But this is the last level. Oh man, I went this whole level without getting hit, and then all of a sudden a random thing just like sniped me out of midair. I was doing so good, you guys. I really was. Alright, so the inventor is going to give us the super fly power up. We'll talk to her.
Ah, Spyro. I heard you were coming. Thank you for your efforts in thwarting this attempted coup. Please take this item, which living creatures seem to like.
Alright, there's another part.
It's a first for Avalar, a combination power-up. Thank goodness you're here to test it out. These invading sheep in their spaceships must be stopped.
Okay, so this is the first one. You got the super fly and super flame at the same time. So these sheep are going to run around, but this is also something we're going to use to get around the level. Very useful power up. It's one of those ones you wish you could get full time. This level requires you to use it a lot, so you'll definitely be hopping back towards the inventor droid. She'll be giving you lots of, you'll be seeing her a lot at this point. And just fly right through. Just avoid that portal. I gotta find the other droid, the sheep. I'm not sure where he went. I must be flying around him or something. There he is. I knew he went through this little tunnel, that's why I went through there. Oh, they will fight you, by the way. You hadn't seen them hit me at that point, but they will, if you fly behind them and try and shoot them, they will try and shoot you back. You want to fly in front of them, and they can't hurt you.
Excellent work. You knocked those sheep right out of the sky. Take this orb device as proof of your skill.
And there you go. That is...
I knew it. Those first sheep sent out a distress call. The
One
next
more
wave
orb.
of saucers is incoming.
I didn't forget about the second orb. You did. Don't tell me you didn't. Alright. So they sent a distress signal. We got 5 now. So not much different. Just gotta run through. Just gotta be careful flying behind them. They will shoot at you. You can head a lot of them off at the pass. You don't really have to wait for them to come to you. And they're all in this one area, so there's no reason to like run around. The only reason you might need to look around and hop up at a higher vantage point is to try and find one as it floats around below you. There he is. So what we're gonna do is actually hang out and wait. Got him.
Nice
All right,
flying,
this
airman.
makes 64 orbs. This is
You've proven
every
the
orb.
genius of my double power-up invention. Here, keep this to commemorate your victory.
All right, that's the 64th orb. Like I said, that's every orb in the entire game. I believe we should be getting a trophy. I think a trophy pops for all orbs. I'm not positive though. Perhaps Ripto gives you one as well. I don't think he does, but I mean, I think he gives you the power up for his scepter, which I don't think counts as a power up necessarily. It just kind of counts as like you got the scepter orb. It might count as an actual orb though. Huh. It would be weird if they gave you no actual achievement for getting all the orbs. I feel like that's definitely worth an achievement. Huh. Well, make fun of me in the comments if I'm wrong and I just completely missed an orb somewhere along, but I don't believe I did, so very strange. That definitely seems achievement worthy. I'll give you guys a pat on the back if you got them all, so congratulations. But I guess you do need all of them to get the final achievement, and that's your real reward. Your real reward. Okay, I'm getting all the stuff up here because remember that there was that one chest left. Now, I don't know if it's going to have every single orb. I may have missed one out here. You can't use sparks while you're flying around. And I need to go back. There's that one. Here. Go back down with the power up on. You want a full power up. Make sure you get the full amount of time that you need to get up there. I think you could just fly up here, yeah. You should be able to shoot that. You might not even have to come down there. Oh, you don't, I don't believe. That's all 400 gems. Oh, okay, there's only 400 gems. That's such a weird number. Okay, so there's only... No, I didn't want to do that. I forgot I was saving time. I was saving time, and now I'm not saving time. We can save time here. We'll try and fly right up to her. Get on out of here. Come on. Can we make it? Can we be cool? Can we fly through? Cool. There you go. We got it. Now you see, that's not exactly a good ending. I feel like they mixed up those. Like the pig should have like pushed him in front of the car, and then afterwards he gets to like ride the pig to work or something like that. That one doesn't make any sense to me. It just feels mean. So once we're done with this guy, with this part, we will go ahead and check our progress. 100% level complete in here, of course. Got all 4 of the gems in there. Got 100% in every single level so far. Flip through them real quick. Like I said, I'm missing some skill points, just some easy stuff, honestly, and some of the difficult things as well. Perfecting the bosses is not exactly that easy. But we will go ahead and get up to the tippity top here. Gonna fight Mr. Ripto. And if you did ever want to actually make sure you beat the bosses 100%, you can force yourself to take damage before going into them. That'll actually help
Spyro.
them.
Now that
Help
you've
you
got
not
the
take
orbs,
damage.
Ripto's demise is only moments away, right? Right? Well, anyway, good luck. He's right through this door.
Okay, let's take Ripto out.
Yeah. Yeah! Come back here, you useless animals!
Hey, Shorty, maybe I can help.
What? You again?
Yup. If you want to test that power crystal, why don't you try it on me? I'll stand still, I promise.
I like that idea. Dragon, you've just sealed your fate.
Alright, now it's time for Ripto for real this time. Not like earlier where I made a mistake. Now it's for real. So Ripto is going to be a bit of a challenging boss. He's going to require us to run around and collect little orbs with superpowers attached to them. And that will be, you'll see what those do. Quite fun. Zoe's going to give the heads up.
We want to help you fight Ripto. Elora is using the orbs you collected to store power-up energy. Hunter will throw the powered-up orbs to you as they become ready. Even as we speak, the professor is experimenting with new forms of power-up energy, so you'll soon have abilities that no one has ever seen before.
That's another thing with this level, is that these dudes... You see Ripto will run around, he will try and shoot balls of fire at us. And one thing they don't tell you is that Ripto can also pick up the power-ups as well. You can see he grabbed a green one. I grabbed a blue one. I'm about to grab a green one. See, he'll run around trying to smack us. Now I'll get a red one. The achievement comes in this level when you use all forms of orbs. So you're going to grab all the orbs. So I got a red one, I'll get a red one, and then I'll wait for a different color now to fly down. So I can get a green one. This is toxic breath, toxic bombs. So blue, as you can probably assume, supercharge. I'm gonna let him get the green one because I want to get a blue one so I can get the achievement and show y'all what's up with that. See, he will use the supers as well. Sometimes it's actually better to let him get him because he just stands perfectly still for you. Ripto's not too terribly difficult, I'd say. Not as much as like Gulp. Gulp is probably the hardest boss. This is the part where it starts getting a little difficult. You have to do all this stuff while in the air. Or actually, no, you beat Gulp first. Ah, that's what I forgot. You have to do the Gulp fight. Then you go flying around. Remember, Gulp was around when we were early on in the game. Gulp beats the things, and then Gulp gets to use the orbs. Alright, Hunter, whenever you're ready, man. Don't drop him in front of Ripto, man. Oh my gosh. This man. My man's here. Come on. Hunter needs to run these down. Gulp's a little more tanky also. But you can get a lot of hits in on him. Alright, now he's going to get a superpower because Hunter just hand-delivered him one. And we didn't get perfect, so there's no reason to try and not use sheep. We can't steal him from him either, but he can get hurt by his own fires there. Hunter, don't give me these. I need the orbs, man. I want this level. I want to beat him. I don't want to send him on a birthday party or something like that. Whatever you're trying to do. I think if you're at like a little bit lower life, Hunter just prioritizes sending you fodder rather than sending you orbs, which is kind of annoying. As you can kind of tell, he just like completely stopped sending orbs there for a little bit. This man. I'm trying to help beat him there, yeah. Alright, so that's gonna defeat Gulp. So he got super... yeah, pterodactyl thing. And then we got a super orb as well. So this gives us unlimited super fly and super flame. If you want to dodge those, a lot of times what you can do is just drop from the sky, and then he'll normally just not be able to hit you. Very climactic final battle, though. You can hit Ripto from the sky over there and kind of where he's going to be. If you can lead your shots really well, which I'm not. That was my chance. I gotta dodge. I gotta dodge. Got him. That's Ripto. Right in the lava.
I don't think we could ever thank you enough, Spyro. I suppose you have to go now?
Yeah, I better. They'll be missing me in the Dragon Worlds, and I've still got a vacation to take. I need it more than ever now.
Before you go, I think that Moneybags has something he wants to give you.
I most certainly do not.
Hunter? Spyro, Moneybags is very sorry that he made you pay so much on your way through Avalar. We want you to keep the gems as a reward for helping us.
Wow, thanks. Sparks, can you grab them?
Let me just type in the new coordinates and there. Spyro, you can now go to Dragon Shores.
Hey, why don't you guys come with me? I bet you could use a holiday.
I'm afraid we can't, Spyro. Ripto may be gone, but he caused a lot of damage during his short stay. We'll be cleaning up for weeks. Just remember, though, that you can always get back to Avalar from Dragon Shores if you want to visit.
Well, okay. Come on, Sparks. We got a lot of vacation to catch up on.
Yeah.
All right, and that is Spyro 2, the main storyline. So when we were going through, we actually did all of the orbs, we did all of the talismans, did all of the treasure, and we didn't get all the skill points, but we can obviously wrap that up in the next episode. I'm going to let these play for a little bit just to have some background music and you guys can see the cool concept art and stuff like that. So awesome game. Again, definitely appreciate you guys for hanging out with this. We are probably going to do a fully dedicated stream to the final 100%ing of this game. So this game, currently I believe we're at 100%, but there is a like 120% as well. And that gives us super special power up. That gives us a lot of concept art and some of the, what do you call them, videos, like the cinematics that we looked at. And that'll be a really nice like final reward. We'll do all of that in one stream. I may have it edited down a little bit if it takes a bit for me to get like the final skill points and whatnots. But because this one does require you to have a lot more perfects than you do in the other games. Like the skill points are a little bit more difficult in this one because Gulp and Crush and them actually have a lot of ways to hit you in the new games that really they kind of like. Gulp's laser ability was a bit harder to actually have hit you in the earlier games just because it didn't track as hard, and like Ripto really didn't ever hit you with his green abilities when he's flying on the pterodactyl, but now they home really intensely. All the other ones aren't that bad, it's just running around flaming stuff. But we will finish that up in a final part. I'm gonna let the credits play and then I'll do a outro for you guys, but this has been Spyro. Actually, we'll go ahead and skip the credits. If you guys ever want to look at the credits, you can go through and play again, but I think, yeah, Ripto defeated. We'll just go ahead and finish this part off. It's not going to drop us in Dragon Shores just yet. Oh, it does. Never mind. Look at me being wrong all over the place. So this is Dragon Shores. It's going to, you can see it's got the dragon motifs. Dragon Shores up there. It's got the Nork at the front door. Winter Tundra right there. Got a little swimming pool for Spyro to run around in. And this is where Spyro is trying to take his vacation in the beginning. You can see there's lots of cool amusement parks and stuff like that. And there is a big old dragon adorning the top. I'll give you guys a sneak peek at this area, I think.
Well done, Spyro. Step right into Dragon Shores Park.
Now, if you don't have enough stuff, I don't think you guys should get in here.
If you win 10 tokens, you can visit our theater.
Okay, so I'll show you guys a real quick. See, Dragon Shores is a whole affair. Nice little cool place to finally finish up where you're trying to be at. And so as you can see, Moneybags over here gave us 10,000 treasure. He gave us the remaining of our treasure, and we have all 64 orbs. So if we wanted to, this gate would open for us. But we'll open this in the next episode. We'll go through and do all these tokens. We'll go through. I'll actually decide if we want to do the skill points. You guys kind of can guess. We'll at least do the ones that are like the Land of the Idol and the All Trees 3-lap supercharge. Gulp's Overlook, the Ripto's Arena, kind of self-explanatory. It's like they're basically just don't get hit. I'll take a couple of attempts at them, but I probably won't grind my head against them, to be honest with you, because it's not exactly fun to watch someone do that unless you're playing like Dark Souls. This is not Dark Souls, that's for sure. But with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and swap us. I'm actually going to go ahead and end the stream, actually. So I'll leave you guys with Spyro before we go to the BRB and the offline screen. But I wanted to say I really appreciate you guys being here through this entire process, through this entire game, essentially. This is like one of the first ones I've ever streamed on YouTube. I will say, those of you who have been watching this on YouTube, I am going to transition to doing streams on Twitch. So there's a couple things that are kind of awkward about streaming on YouTube, and I know some of you guys are like, oh, well, I like YouTube more than I like Twitch. So YouTube does weird stuff with your videos. They compress them weird, and they do take a very long time to edit. So I'm filming this I was filming at about like 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. This is probably not going to post for you guys until at least 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. To give you an idea, I can actually do that exact same process in less than a third of the time because my computer is fairly good at rendering video. And I could also do things like edit stuff. So if I wanted to say, okay, we'll also do Dragon Shores in this video, I could actually edit that in. I could take out like that snafu with Ripto and stuff like that. So there's just some things. If I ever do streams, I will definitely post them to YouTube, so you will be able to see them, and I'll put them under like the streams playlist or something like that, or put them under their own playlist. But if you guys really want to follow me and watch live, I see a lot of you guys were following over the course of the time I was, well, a fair few of you guys have been subscribing ever since the time I started doing the Pokemon videos, but a couple of you guys have started subscribing since I actually began doing the YouTube stuff as well. And so we will transition, like I said, over to Twitch. So if you guys want to see me there, either follow me on my Twitter, all the notifications go live, or follow me on Twitch and turn on notifications for when I go live. We're going to try and do the Pokemon stuff on stream, but it may be that if it gets a little bit too weird with the schedule, I'll just do something like shiny hunting or something like that on stream. That's a bit easier for me to work into my daily life. You know, you got the 9 to 5, it's hard to get past the 5, and then you got other stuff to do and all that. So, you know, got to make dinner and all that good stuff. But other than that, I appreciate you guys tuning into this episode. Look out for the next stream when we will be finishing it. Like I said, we'll be going through and doing all these doing at least the skill points that are not more self-explanatory, like the all trees and the supercharge and stuff like that. And then we'll be polishing off Dragon Shores 100%. Just to give you guys a final run through, 100%, 100%. 100% except for Shores, but Shores is weird because it doesn't actually have gems, it has tokens. So we'll get all 10 tokens. Now we bring our game total up a lot as well. So like I said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I've been JB Firepledge, and I will see you guys in the next stream or the next video, whichever one you click on first. I'll see you there. Bye.